Good morning from Germany, everybody. It's Nicole Dake here, otherwise known as Millennial Mom. I'm here today to talk about my new ebook, Recovering from Narcissistic Abuse, is the topic of the book. It's called A Narcissist Destroyed My Life, How Do I Rebuild? And in my book, there's 3 sections to it. Before I get into it a lot, I'm going to wait for a few more people to join the live. I hope you're all having a great day today, getting ready for your Christmas week. Here in Germany, it's really cold. We're supposed to be getting some ice rain later today, so we'll see what that ends up to be all about. It should be interesting. I don't know if I've ever experienced ice rain before, so we'll see how that goes. And if you have any questions during this live, feel free to type them in the chat. And I am happy to answer all of your questions. So like I said before, my new book is called A Narcissist Destroyed My Life, How Do I Rebuild? And I wrote that based on some personal experiences of mine. I have a family that is narcissistic as well as my ex. So I've spent about 30 years being in relationships of one sort or another with narcissists. So that's where this book came from. And now that I've got a little time and space away from those people, I just wanted to be able to write something to help others, to give back to the community. Some of what I've learned about recovering from being in a relationship with a narcissist. So a lot of that has to do with learning how to build back up your self-esteem and your self-confidence after that relationship, because it really does a number on your self-esteem. And so learning self-love again and working with your inner critic to reduce your critical thoughts really is a helpful place to start if you are looking to recover from that narcissistic relationship. So some ways you can do that: you can do a lot of journaling, meditation, yoga, going to therapy really helped for me. So any of those is good ways to help you build back up your self-esteem and your self-love. And saying affirmations can also be really helpful. Like if you're trying to work with your inner critic, and you have these thoughts, that's a lot of it is based upon things that have been said to you that's negative in the past, because the way our brains work, we have a negativity bias. So we take negative things a lot more seriously than we take positive things, because it has to do with like the fight or flight response and survival mechanisms from like way back in the day when our ancestors were cavemen and they had to be alert for danger. So our brains are more alert for negative things in our environment than positive things. So it actually takes about 10 positive things to counteract one negative thing that's said to you. So when you say affirmations, that really goes a long way towards reprogramming those negative thoughts that we have on an automatic basis, because we're intentionally putting something positive into our minds. And so when you say something negative to yourself, like, for example, I'm a bad mom, I'm a bad person, I never do anything right, you can make affirmations like, I'm a good person, I'm a good mom, I do plenty of things right, or list some specific things that you're really good at. And like, I'm good at sports, or I'm good at being a good friend, or anything that's a positive thing to counteract those negative things that you say to yourself is always very helpful. So putting those into your brain can help you a long way in recovering from all those negative things that have been said to you all these years by the narcissist. So that's one way of coping and recovering, and there's a lot more in the book. So if you want to check it out, like I said, it has 3 different sections, and to go into those a little bit more, the first section is about narcissistic parents. The second section is about narcissistic relationships, and the third section is those recovery skills and learning how to improve yourself after that relationship so that you're getting into a better headspace again. Because a lot of times, like if you get into a relationship with a narcissist and you have all those low self-esteem issues, it can even end up causing trauma, which is another type of emotional problems that develops after the relationship with the narcissist. Some common responses are like anxiety, depression, and PTSD. So Any of those is a psychological disorder that happens as a result of that trauma. So, working with a therapist can be really helpful as well because they have a lot of coping strategies that you can work with and they give you a supportive environment. Or if you want to work with a life coach or if you want to go to group therapy, all those are very helpful. And if you don't really want to go somewhere in person, you can go to support groups online. There's a lot of them for recovering from narcissistic abuse on Reddit or Facebook or any of the other social medias. You can find a bunch of supportive community, and I've found a lot of those very helpful in the past as well. So, finding your supportive community is so important when you're getting out of that relationship because you need people around you who are like wrapping around you and hugging you and making you feel better about yourself. And the more people you can get around you, it's just like this one big hug from the world that makes you feel so much better. And this whole I'm going to hug myself thing, that helps too. It's kind of silly. My life coach actually told me that like a while back. Just give yourself a hug, say, I love you, and look in the mirror and saying, I love you to yourself is a very powerful, another one of those thought reprogramming techniques that you can use to help yourself feel better about yourself and your life. Um, so I guess this nobody's typing any questions in the chat, so I'm going to cut this off for now. I hope you guys all have a great Sunday, and I will check back again soon. Have a great day. And if you want to check out the book, the link is in the description. Just click there on Amazon. It is free for the next couple of days for limited time. So make sure you check it out right away so you can get your free copy. Have a great day, guys. Bye.